Hola niños y niñas, yo soy Mrs. Espinoza y este es uno de mis favoritos libros, especialmente si han perdido un diente. Se llama The Tooth Fairy Meets El Ratón Pérez by Rene Colato Láñez. Y aquí vamos. The Tooth Fairy Meets El Ratón Pérez. Miguelito wiggled and jiggled his loose tooth until one night it fell out. Yay, mi diente! My tooth, he said, and put it under his pillow. Soon Miguelito fell asleep. Far away, in her castle, the Tooth Fairy read fan letters, counted coins, and searched for addresses when she saw a star begin to twinkle in the sky. She rushed for her magic wand. Fantastic, the signal! And she said, a new tooth. Meanwhile, in his cave, El Ratón Pérez rolled out his maps, practiced his lasso, and worked on his rocket ship. He looked at the moon and licked his whiskers. Then he saw the moonbeam. Finally, the signal, he said, a new diente. Tap, 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 clap. Here is my tooth. Creep, creep, creep. Aquí está mi diente. Eek! A mouse! Wow, una señorita bonita. Who are you? The Tooth Fairy asked. I am El Ratón Pérez, he said, bowing. I collect lost teeth from niños around the world. There's the little ratón. The Tooth Fairy smiled, shaking her wand. I am the Tooth Fairy, and here in the United States, I collect children's teeth. She tugged at the tooth. No, 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 said El Ratón Pérez, tugging back. This is Miguelito's house. And I collect his papa's and mama's and his abuelito's teeth. Miguelito's tooth is mine. The Tooth Fairy grabbed the tooth from one side. The Ratón Pérez grabbed it from the other side. They pulled and pushed, pushed and pulled. It's mine! It's mío! It's mine! It's mío! Stop shoving your whiskers in my face! Don't poke my nose with that funny stick! Whoosh! The tooth flew through the air. Oh no! The tooth! ¡Ay, caramba! El diente! The Tooth Fairy flew to the closet. Where is my tooth? She hopped from hanger to hanger, lighting the way with her magic wand. El Ratón Pérez pushed to the floor below the dresser. He searched, sniffing. Shoe to shoe. ¿Dónde está mi diente? Suddenly, they saw something sparkling high on the bookshelf. El Ratón Pérez jumped and pointed. Mi diente! It's up there! I will get it! He launched his lasso at the shelf, but the rope was too short. He tried again and again, but it was no use. Ay, caramba! I cannot reach mi diente, El Ratón Pérez said. Oh! The Tooth Fairy. The tooth will be mine, cheered the Tooth Fairy. She flew to the shelf and tried to push the books aside, but the books were too heavy. The space is too narrow for me. I will never reach my tooth, she said, flying back down to sit next to El Ratón Pérez. It's a beautiful tooth, the Tooth Fairy said, with tears rolling down her face. Es un bello diente, Ratón Pérez agreed with his tears in his whiskers. I can squeeze into small places, but I cannot crawl up high. Wait a minute, said the Tooth Fairy. Let's rescue our tooth together. I'll carry you up. See, he said. Then I'll crawl between the books. El Ratón Pérez carefully perched up on the Tooth Fairy's shoulder. Hold on, she cried. They flew up to the shelf together. I see our diente, said El Ratón Pérez. She helped the Tooth Fairy push aside the books, then squeezed in there, pulled out the tooth. Hooray, said the Tooth Fairy. Sí, viva, 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 cheered the Raton Pérez. Let's share el diente, said el Raton Pérez. I'm using mis dientes to build a rocket ship so I can visit the moon made out of cheese. You can come with me. And after our trip, I can use the teeth from the rocket ship to build a sparkling castle, she said. Yes, they shouted, dancing around the tooth. The following morning, Miguelito found 2 shiny coins under his pillow with a note that said, From your amigos, forever, the Tooth Fairy and el Raton Pérez. Colorín colorado, el cuento se ha acabado. Y a ver qué viene por tu diente, the Tooth Fairy o el Ratón Pérez, o tal vez los dos.